Hey guys, how's it going? I could be better. So today is day 3 without my trike. I don't have it. I've called today, actually, I was on let me begin. Hi, how's it going guys? My name's Matt. I'm a traveler. I just got back from a trip to the Czech Republic where I built a custom recumbent trike. One of a kind in the world. I built it, I videotaped the build, I shared with you this build. I was so excited about building this trike that when we rode it and we packed it up in boxes, I thought to myself, well, why don't I just take it on the plane with me? I'll fly with it, and as soon as I get here, I'll be able to open it up and go for a ride with some of my friends here in Portland. Long story short, it did not arrive in Portland. And I'm having trouble finding out where the hell it is. It's a long story. I've documented the whole thing, but just to sum it up, I flew from Vienna to Dublin, Dublin to Calgary, Calgary to Portland. When I got to Dublin and checked into Westjet, check-in took me 2.5 hours. And it started chewing into my layover in Calgary. And then there was line after line and delay after delay. And then we got to the plane, to the gate, and the plane was having trouble. It was crew. There was no staff. Barely anybody staffing check-in, and then barely anybody staffing the airplanes. I mean, the pilot had done had been pushing his limits with regards to the amount of hours he can fly on a FAA, and they were trying to scrub together staff for the flight, apparently, from what the stewardesses say. And so by the time we took off, I knew I was going to catch my flight from Calgary to Portland. So when we landed in Calgary, they said, remove your luggage. We've booked you a hotel, and your next flight is going to be 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I waited for my luggage. My luggage never came. I went to oversized baggage, never came. Talked to a lady, she said, wait, we've got your luggage coming, never came. I waited there for 4 hours. Eventually, they said, oh, we got news, your bags are going to domestic arrivals. Oversized baggage, domestic arrivals. Okay, I exit the international area, and once I do, I pass a security check, meaning I cannot go back in. So I exit international baggage claim and head to domestic. When I get to domestic, I'm welcomed by nothing. No bags, no news. Your bags are on the way. I ended up waiting there for 2 more hours. Finally, I mean, it was a long day. And it was a long day up until that point. I've been flying for 20 plus hours. So finally, the bus is coming and we're gonna go to the airport. But finally, let me see if I can sum it up before the bus gets here. So finally, they said, oh, your bags, they're sitting in international baggage claim. I says, well, I can't go back in there. They're like, it's okay. We'll store them here, and then tomorrow they'll be on the plane to Portland. The next day I woke up. I didn't get to see my bags. They just hopefully were there. And I boarded the plane to Portland, uneventful flight, landed in Portland. Bags aren't there. Yeah, that was 3 full days ago. They entered me into a baggage claim system, basically saying, this is your ID number for baggage claim. This is the tag, the description, the whole 9. Entered in the system, and as soon as it did, it said, searching for bag. It hasn't been checked. It hasn't arrived at the airport. So that's been that way for 3 days. I called Westjet, their baggage claim number. I sat on hold for 4 hours. 4 hours before I got a gentleman on the line named Baba, who was very, very hard to understand. His accent was really poor. And he told me he didn't have anything to tell me. He says he thinks it's in Dublin. This is the 3rd time that I've waited on hold for hours exceeding 2.5 hours. Anyways, let me get on the bus and I'll share with you the interesting development today and let you know where I'm headed. So today, after my phone call, I've been talking to AZUB, the company that makes the trike, and they knew a dealer in Calgary and a gentleman by the name of Rob actually went to the airport and talked to Westjet, because I think Westjet is headquartered in Calgary. So he went there with the pictures. I got a lot of pictures and documentation. I got pictures of the box. I got the box going into the oversized baggage area. I've got the tags. I got the interior. Inside the box is like flags with my YouTube logo on it and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. And so he said, I'm going to go to Westjet and see, and I said thank you. And so he messaged me about an hour ago and said that Westjet told him that my bag is on its way to LAX. It's on its way to Los Angeles. Why would it be on the way to Los Angeles? That makes no sense. So so I'm on my way to the airport right now because I need to talk to somebody and make sure that in a little bit I'm happy that it's been scanned by somebody at Westjet, and they told this guy, Rob, I want to say this guy just because he's not me, the owner of the box. She told this guy, which I'm happy about, but how come I'm not getting that information? I went, as soon as he told me, I went to the app on my phone. I can show you, and I checked for my status on the baggage claim, and I'll show you what it says. It says, searching for your bag. It has not been received at the airport. It has not been delivery collection. According to this app, they don't even know where it is. But he was able to ask, and they were able to tell him exactly where it was. And furthermore, that it's on the way, not here. It's going on its own little journey. You know, one of my worries with this is that the box that I made for that trike, it's not a very good box. It's not designed to be unloaded and loaded more than what I estimated, which was like 3 times. Dublin, Calgary, and in my hands. But if it's going, okay, so it's already sat in a storage area, maybe it's been moved multiple times, then it's being loaded onto a plane. For some reason it's sent to Los Angeles. Then at Los Angeles, it's chaotic at Los Angeles. Maybe it's going to go down a huge series of checkpoints, and then what? Somebody's going to say, oh, this isn't supposed to be here. It's going to be loaded on another plane, hopefully here. What if it's not loaded and sent here? I built this thing in the Czech Republic. It is literally one of a kind. There is blood, sweat, and tears, and love, and passion poured into it, and I don't want to pull away from other people who have lost baggage, I'm sure. But right now, this is me, and it's a huge box. I don't know. Hope it gets here. I just hope when I go to the airport that I can get them to give me the same information that my friend Rob got. Because if I can't get that, then I'll really be afraid. Okay, so Westjet doesn't have any flights coming in today, so they don't have any staff here. This airport doesn't fly enough Westjet stuff to even desire to keep a staff, so I sort of made this trip out of futility, and I'm not getting anything from it. So I'm gonna head back to the van. I talked to the information office here at the airport, and he said that tomorrow they don't have any flights coming, and then the day after tomorrow he doesn't know because the system doesn't go out that far. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to get on the phone and wait another 4 hours to talk to somebody and then try and get some answers. Crazy. It's a huge box. How the heck did this thing, how the heck did this thing get caught up in the shuffle? Really, really amazing. All right, talk to you in a little bit.
All right, it's the next day, actually. I tried to call them at 9 p.m. Thinking that, because that's what they recommended. They're like, call back at 9 p.m., but I didn't realize it was probably 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, not 9 p.m. Pacific, so nobody was there to answer. The call center is now closed. If you want to call another time.
Are you calling to create or check the status of a lost, delayed, or damaged baggage report? Avoid waiting on hold by visiting Westjet.com/baggage report and trying our...
So now I'm on hold with their team. 15 minutes so far. Let's see if it goes the distance of 4 hours. I'm gonna work on the computer a little bit while I wait, but I need to get some answers. I need to find out why my friend was able to find out that it's going to Los Angeles and these guys don't know anything. Come on, Westjet. One of the other things that's frustrating is that, you know, they say they don't scan overweight bags. That doesn't make any sense to me. They don't scan overweight bags. Sometimes I feel like they just say whatever they need to say to, like, make us feel comfortable. The back of my MacBook has got a dent in it. Can you see that? Yeah, there you go. You can see it. Right there. I gotta take this MacBook to the Apple store.
Avoid waiting on hold /
It's 5 in the morning, by the way. 5 a.m. Okay, it has been an hour and 20 minutes. And you know what that means? At an hour and 20 minutes of waiting for Westjet, it means I have to leave for coffee. It's sort of the pace. So we're gonna go get some coffee. My prediction is that this call is going to be on hold for 3 hours before I get any reply. Let's be pleasantly surprised. What do you say?
Existing baggage report. You can save time by visiting Westjet.com/baggage report.
I was on Twitter just now. I don't know, you know, the algorithm's pretty smart, so I'm getting like notifications and stuff from people who are like, has their baggage lost. And one guy was like $30,000 worth of video equipment has been missing for 12 days and they still can't find it. Different airline, but you know, things get put into perspective. I'm freaking out. It's a custom built trike. I went to Czech Republic to build it. I have a story, but there's other people with other stories too. A lot of people with stories like this, they don't have YouTube to voice their frustration or Twitter to, you know, complain. They suffer silently, and I have to appreciate that I have the ability to kind of vent my frustration, but hour and a half. Let's get back to the shop, I guess. Let's see where we're at. 2 hours and 12 minutes. We're blowing past my 2-hour mark. And I'm editing some videos, and I realized that a rock got in between my glass, and when I closed it, I broke the glass. So check this out. That line is not supposed to be there. And in the corner here, you can see it. Right there is where it popped. So I have a stupid line going through my screen.
If you are calling to
That sucks.
delayed or damaged
Okay, you saw that Calgary had it. Arrived June 24th, okay. It was filed what? Okay.
and match to your PDX file there that you have your Portland file. So I'm just trying to see where they forwarded it to. So just bear with me here.
Okay. You guys subcontract other airlines if you need to get it here? Because I'm the Westjet, you don't have a lot of, like you said, you don't have a lot of Westjet flights that go to Portland, and I'm wondering when, if it's in LA, does it need to go back to Calgary and then I mean, I'm just curious how many times that thing's gonna move.
Typically, if they had sent it to they must have had some sort of a plan of action for them to have sent it anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't see any of that coming up, so I don't know how anyone would have said that it's gone anywhere. So just hold on for the line for me if you don't mind. I'm going to just chat with one of my supervisors and see what they can find out, okay?
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
please, thank you. So we are on 2 hours and 33 minutes, so that's not so bad. They say it arrived June 24th, and they say that they don't have at least she doesn't have access to knowing that it went to Los Angeles, but we'll see.
To the Calgary airport, as I just spoke with my supervisor, and she did, a scan for your bag, so, or your box, sorry, and
Yeah.
there has not been anything that it's even left Calgary, or that there's any forwards. So there's no visible movement. So I'm not sure why they said that, but anyways, I'm going to send a message off to Calgary and have somebody in Calgary contact you.
Okay.
Because it physically says, I'll read to you what it says. Check brand of bike and forward to PDX for Westjet if it's a match. But then it says on the, that they were just going to send it to you. But it just showed up with a beige box. So I'm guessing that the bag tag must have come off of the box, because they have it as a beige box, no details. So, and it was received at Calgary around 1 o'clock on the 24th. Is it a Thai noodle box that it's sent in?
No, that's not it. We've already talked about that a few times. It doesn't have Thai noodle printed on it. It just has like a recycle logo in the bottom corner, and that was like a box printed logo. And the brand of the trike is AZUB, AZUB.
So yeah, I don't have, so that's the only information that I have. I don't know how your friend would have been told that it is being sent to LAX, because we don't have any of that information on here. So unfortunately, I think that they were mistaken, and it's definitely not going anywhere. And if I was to be so candid, I would assume that it is still in Dublin.
Dublin. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dublin is a mess with their bags right now, and for something so big, they probably did not have room to put it on the plane, and it's probably still in Dublin.
I physically checked it in Dublin, so I mean that's the pictures that you have are me waiting in the line at Dublin.
But you don't have a video of it getting on the plane, right?
No.
If we did, then we could know that it did get on the plane, but without seeing that, I would assume it's in Dublin.
How long will a package stay in Dublin before they discard it or auction it or whatever?
I don't think they do either of those things. After 21 days, it would be considered a lost item, but before that, our teams would be contacting Dublin and making sure that they are sure that the bag or the box is not there. If it's as big as you're claiming, they're not going to want it as there for long, so they're going to have to move it. But the problem is in Dublin, apart from it being a mess with all their items, it's not Westjet that deals with their bags. So it's an outside company that handles their bags loading and coming off.
I'm supposed to be traveling around the world with this thing, so I sort of built it for my journey. That's my career is pretty much in that box.
And I appreciate that, and I do apologize that it's been delayed. I have a phone number to get a hold of you.
So,
all right, so we'll leave it there. So I'll get these messages sent off, and hopefully you can get some information soon, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Beth.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good day. Good luck.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
2 hours, 49 minutes to get no answer.